TikTok, the most popular social media platform in the United States, has become a part of American culture. But its Chinese ownership and Beijing's potential access to all that personal data and the ability to shape public opinion for its American users prompted Congress to ban it.
The bill is passed, and without the objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
That happened despite TikTok's chief executive officer, Shouzi Chu, appealing to his platform's American users to fight against the legislation.
Protect your constitutional rights. Make your voices heard.
Barring a reprieve by the U.S. Supreme Court, ByteDance, the Chinese company that owns TikTok, is to lose access to its largest market on January 19th, notes University of Minnesota Associate Law Professor Alan Rosenstein.
Assuming the Supreme Court upholds the law, unless the Trump administration can find some workaround, which I'm doubtful they'll be able to, the choice is either sell TikTok or face a ban in the United States.
Both President Joe Biden and President-elect Donald Trump had backed the ban. But Trump expressed a recent change of heart after his campaign videos during last year's election performed well on TikTok.
They brought me a chart, and it was a record, and it was so beautiful to see. And as I looked at it, I said, maybe we got to keep this sucker around a little while.
The U.S. Supreme Court will listen to the social media company's appeal on Friday. The justices will weigh the national security argument against the constitutional guarantees of free speech for ByteDance's American subsidiary and its estimated 170 million users in the United States, explains Professor Rosenstein.
That's one dimension of the conflict, but in another sense, it's also a fight within free speech itself, because one thing the government is arguing is that one of the dangers of having Chinese ownership of TikTok is that the Chinese government would be able to manipulate the algorithm and therefore distort the speech environment itself.
Canadian investor Kevin O'Leary says he has informed President-elect Trump that he's nearing a deal to buy the U.S. assets of TikTok that would save it from being banned.
I wanted to let him know, as well as others in his cabinet, that we're doing this and we're going to need their help.
Trump has asked the Supreme Court to put the case on hold so he can negotiate a sale of the platform following his second inauguration on January 20th, the day after the ban is set to go into effect. Steve Herman, VOA News, Washington.